how we spent $175.57 in 6 days as a family of 4 living off of one income in the Bay Area. On Thursday, I only needed tomatoes, so I didn't want to drive all the way to Trader Joe's or Safeway to get them, even if I knew they'd be cheaper there than the closest grocery store to me. But I went to the closest one anyways, partly because I wanted to see if the food there was worth the extra money. I don't think it was worth the price difference if you were wondering. And while there, I also saw an Olipop flavor I've wanted to try for weeks, but I never saw in person until Thursday. Guess how much everything cost? I bet you didn't guess. It was $8.87 just for this. On Friday, my husband got a haircut at a barbershop, and including tip, it was $60. We attended a birthday party at a state park on Saturday, and the entrance fee was $6. We didn't spend any money on Sunday or Monday, but on Tuesday, after thinking about it for 5 or 6 years, and I'm not exaggerating, I decided, F it, I'll buy expensive sunglasses from a store. But before looking at sunglasses, I got my kids Wetzel's Pretzels for $17.17 because we hadn't gone in a while. Because my kids' allergist said exposing kids to nuts at an early age helps prevent allergies, and they had an almond pretzel, which is something they rarely carry, and I assumed I'd take a while and I wanted them to be distracted, but I was wrong. I'll explain more in my next video, but basically I was considering getting prescription sunglasses first, even if I only have mild astigmatisms in both eyes, but the eye doctor's office, which has a sign saying walk-ins are welcome, were booked on Tuesday. Since we already used up some gas to drive to the mall, I asked my daughter if she wanted to shop around and potentially use her allowance. We walked around pretty much the whole mall and went to 5 stores because I told my daughter that we could go to different stores, and after looking at everything she wanted to look at, she could think about which item or items she wanted, then we could go back and buy what she wanted. I didn't realize how long that would take, and I got so hungry since the pretzels were just for my kids, so I got chicken teriyaki for $8.76. My kids didn't want any, but my son has been wanting boba for a while now, so I got him one for $9.01. But he barely made a dent in it, so my husband finished it when he got home from work, but then, similar to the donut from a few videos ago, my son got sad about it. Anyways, eventually my daughter decided on a Rilakkuma plushie for $32.88, and then I remembered my daughter was telling me how her shoes are starting to get tight, and since we were already shopping, I asked her if she wanted to look at new shoes, and unfortunately the only pair she wanted was from H&M for $32.88. She was actually planning to use her allowance, but I didn't let her because this is a necessity. I've been boycotting H&M, but those are the only shoes my daughter liked. I'm having a hard time navigating these boycotts with my kids who don't truly understand, even if I try to explain it to them age appropriately. Most of the time I just say no when they want something from a place that's being boycotted, but in this instance I said yes because I want my daughter to be able to express herself by dressing however she wants. But what would you have done? Do you think I should have said no and told her to pick from a different store even if those are the only shoes she liked? It's also hard because Target, where we got her last shoes from to avoid buying from H&M and other stores being boycotted in support of watermelon families, is now being boycotted for other reasons.